right, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here is Morris. Clock at 6. Here's George. Out to Morris. Passes it to George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Zubac's with it. Conley picks him up. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Now the feed to Conley. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And here we go. And Morris throws it down.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Now here's Edwards. Into the lane, and Edwards with the stuff.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And now the Timberwolves on the break. McDaniels with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Towns, a screen on Leonard. The kick out to Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. For the 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Now here's Westbrook. Morris outside. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Morris has got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Another shot. And Towns finishes inside.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
The deep 3 from George. It's up a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Now the pass to Edwards to the left wing. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Morris outside. Pass to Zubac. Morris kicks to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Westbrook against Conley. Westbrook, no good.
Well, nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And Towns gets it to go.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Michael Conley picks one up. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And for Westbrook, you talk about playing with a controlled intensity. And when he does that, he's unstoppable.
Now Edwards. He's got 6. Gobert the pass to Edwards. There's the 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Out left to the wing. To the paint. Rivers kicks to Gobert. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Gobert's got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And although he's bounced around the league, Austin Rivers has been a valuable role player throughout his career.
Well, there's stuff that you rely upon with Austin in terms of being a pesky defender and just his competitive nature. Yeah, he plays a couple of positions, but it's really that, for him to go out and compete, which is something he still does at a high level.
Here's Leonard. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. George with no one around. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. Rivers with it. Leonard picks him up. Edwards dishes to Rivers. Back to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
And Leonard has it in the corner. From outside the arc, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Minnesota leading by 5. Right wing. Dishes it to Rivers. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Well, the defense cannot allow Austin Rivers to do that. He loves embarrassing them with the handle.
Edwards against George. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. It's good from long range. Westbrook's got 5 points now in the quarter. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They've kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
And here's George following Russell Westbrook's 3. And the rejection by Towns.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker.
And he gets the bucket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Prince is checked in for Minnesota. Clippers trail by 6. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And stolen by Prince. Outside Edwards. Prince outside for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Batum, good. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Edwards passes to Prince, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well, when he's spotted up like that, Taurean Prince, those percentages go up. Very comfortable on that one.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Here's Prince after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Passes it to Highland. Stolen by Rivers. Edwards kicks to Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
And so he makes both from the line.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Now here's Gordon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he comes up with the deuce.
Even though Eric Gordon went in amongst the bigger guys on the floor, he's able to remain calm and get 2.
Rivers finds Prince. Down low. It's tipped. Batum with the steal. Here's Highland. Batum a screen on Rivers. Launches a 3. Oh, good on that one. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Doing a great job of just setting guys up and demonstrating just how important ball movement can be.
So on the floor for Minnesota, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Rivers in at the point. Now here's Plumlee. Outside Gordon. Beyond the arc. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 5. And there's the pass to Rivers. Now here's McDaniels. Guarded by Powell. McDaniels kicks to Rivers. And then Rivers with the dunk.
On the attack, 6'4", good verts. Rivers can produce at the rim.
Gordon against Edwards. Plumlee with a screen on Edwards. Pass to Highland. 5 on the clock. Batum a screen on Rivers. Highland passes to Batum. The three-pointer no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Prince does a nice job there leaking out in transition, and when he gets that kind of room, it gets dangerous.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game. Towns, he's checked in for McDaniels. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Leonard the pass to Zubac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac looking to get deep into the paint. And look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Clippers trail by 7. Outside Westbrook to the inside. Zubac the pass to Westbrook. Count it. Westbrook's got his 3rd basket of the night.
So active to score from a number of spots, but when Westbrook gets to the inside, he can do damage.
Edwards against George. Zubac a screen on Edwards. From deep, George. Leonard on the wing. Inside, here's Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Yeah, Leonard has the ball in his hands a ton, and those are some big hands. Comfortable handling the rock and making plays.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Oh, and look at his man just go flying by him after the shot fake.
And it might be humiliating for the defender, but it feels oh so good on the other side. My goodness. Now, here's Zubac. George finds Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. Towns is doubled. Over Morris. And it's Towns missing. Clippers trail by 3. George with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. And Morris throws it down.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Minnesota making a switch here. Conley's checked in. 1:39 left in the third quarter. It's stolen by Morris. Outside Leonard for the lead. Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
The defense has got to try to hassle Kawhi Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate.
George, no good. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Conley dishes to Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
The Timberwolves have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
He hits the second from the line.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Morris, the shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Edwards passes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's George for three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Zubats with the screen for George. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And that is a big-time three, fellas, to extend their lead right at the buzzer. What a way to head to the court.
Paul George, he's been the guy making. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Westbrook in at the one. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Kyle Anderson. Edwards has come in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Noel.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Now, here is George. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. George looking around. The three. And the three ball is good. And now it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
Love to see PG getting into that zone, committed to find the points.
Here's Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can
The previous play is under
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays,
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Clippers leading by 8. To the middle. Leonard, the pass to Zubats. Out to Morris. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Now here's Gobert. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Wasted no time on that one.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
Oh!
Man, talk about finding change in the couch.
Yeah.
How do you get that?
And the dunk by Towns.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And they get it back. Morris outside. Goes back up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Pass to Edwards. Leonard with the steal. 1:58 left to play here in the fourth. Zubac finds Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here's George for three. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight in converting on those chances.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Morris into the lane. Westbrook kicks to Morris. Misses the 3. Timberwolves trail by 12. Driving inside. And Edwards with the stop.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Clippers.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside Westbrook. Leonard, the pass to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. And Minnesota has possession. A 12-point game. From deep 3-point range. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Smack clowns with mad style.
Get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Leonard against Brooks. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
From deep, Bane. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bane. He has put in the work to be a reliable three-point option.
George outside. Stolen by Bane. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Over Morris. Now Brooks. Leonard defending. Pass to Moran. Puts up a three. Jackson finds Morant. He takes it in. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only two players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Now here's Morant. From deep, Bane. No good, a bit long that time.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Zubac, screen. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. Here's Jackson from deep. Here's Adams. A good look from Bane. Gets a very good look and converts. Bane's got 5.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open Bane.
And here's Leonard from deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. Leonard's got his second basket of the game. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Bane, no good. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Zubac passes to Leonard. Morris, a screen on Adams. Shot by Leonard, no good.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together. There's a reason Russell Westbrook ranks among the greatest ever in terms of assists. He excels at getting the ball to his open teammates.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, he was ready for the hop step all the way. He gets the position, holds his ground, and draws the charge.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Zubac with a screen on Morant. Westbrook, the pass to Morris. Back to Westbrook. George with it. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Brooks with the rebound. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. From deep, Morant. Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. From behind the arc. Hits a three-pointer. Morant's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Morant, such a quick thinker. He doesn't hesitate on the catch and shoot.
Morris, left side. Back to George. From outside the arc. Morris passes to Zubac. Over Adams. Zubac's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Westbrook into the lane, and Westbrook slams it home.
His first step, we know, quickness, second to none. Westbrook almost impossible to stop when he...
Oh, sweet
oh my goodness!
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
That evens the score.
Just another way Dillon Brooks can beat you. His pull-up game is outstanding.
Zubac, screen. Leonard for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Up top, Jackson with the drive. And the dunk by Jackson.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for men. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. No problems knocking that one down. Leonard's got 9, and anytime a player is asked about pressure, they'll say, I don't feel it. Smitty, I don't believe it.
No, you shouldn't be. I think what they're doing is, obviously, you don't want to show weakness. And it's about different players, how they manage it. And I think some players do a better job than others.
Takes the 3. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
This is why you love to run the offense through Leonard. Have to play him to score. That opens up passing lanes.
Outside Bane from deep three-point range. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Leonard outside. Drops one in from the wing. 11 points. In the game.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Leonard on the wing. Brooks defending. Westbrook against Morant. Count it. Good. Westbrook's got his second basket on the night.
He thrives in that painted area. Westbrook has a lot of moves and different ways he can hurt you inside.
Morant with the slam!
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Leonard for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Adams. Jackson on the wing. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Graham.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
What I love about Russell Westbrook, he plays with maximum effort every single night. You can be sure he's not taking any plays off.
Batum, left side. Powell with it. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to Plumlee. Stolen by Jackson. From deep, Bane. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist with that last one. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Highland, he's checked in for Westbrook. The Clippers have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Batum outside. Pass to Gordon. Batum with a screen on Adams. Shot is good by Gordon.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Outside Morant. Puts it up. The shot won't fall. And the Clippers will come the other way. Batum outside from the arc. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Reliable shooting for Batum at the arc. Having offensive options you can count on is so important.
Jackson gets the bucket.
His form could have been much better seeing how much time he had to shoot that one, but he got it to fall.
Batum with a screen on Morant. Fires the 3. Batum gets the bucket. Batum's got 6 in the quarter.
The quick trigger from Nick. Like how fast he acts on offense.
Oh, got that one up quick.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
For 3, Gordon. He drops it from range. Gordon's got 6.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Batum with a screen on Brooks. Here's Highland. Brooks defending. Highland misses. The 3 from Bane. Gordon pulls it in. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6. Thanks very much, Allie. Just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Desmond Bane.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the court for the Grizzlies, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. Out to Gordon. Man, stolen by Bane. Oh, got a piece of it. Timeout called, the Clippers. Here's Highland. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Off target from outside.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Morant with the slam!
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
The Clippers in the lead. Plumlee up top. Pass to Batum. Gordon on the wing. Batum with a screen on Bane. And here's Gordon from the arc. Counted from distance. Gordon's got 9. And you're last year in the league, the 12-13 season. You played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And the basket by Bane.
When you need to get 3 points right back, Desmond's the man you want on the job.
Plumlee, a screen on Morant to the inside. And the basket by Plumlee. Plumlee's got his first basket.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And here's Morant outside. Rebound by the Clippers.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Plumlee, a screen on Morant. Pass to Plumlee. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Jackson for 3. Not going to go that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Pass to Highland. Gordon against Bane. Gordon, the pass to Batum. Back to Gordon. Batum with a screen on Bane. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up, high post. And it's off the back of the rim, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
And here's Morant. This for the tie! Another shot. Adams. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Mason Plumlee.
Big props to Adams. This is a guy who brings the energy and effort every night. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation. Where was the D there? No one was covering the open man.
And then Morant with the dunk!
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Westbrook and pass to Zubac. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Steven Adams. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. From deep, Morant. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Leonard outside. Zubac with a screen on Brooks. Westbrook outside. It's George on the wing, guarded by Bane. A nice shot by Zubac. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
It's stolen by Leonard. Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to this?
Oh, did you see that?
Finish.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A nice shot by Morris.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Brooks drives in. Jackson finds some space. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Morris Morris, a screen on Brooks. Morris outside. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Morris has got 13.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And so it's Marcus Morris making things happen for Los Angeles. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the one spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. Leonard for three. For three, George. The three is up. Oh, and another three for the Clippers. Well, Smitty with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
Pass to Westbrook. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And Morant clears the board. The Grizzlies' shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Second chance shot. Jackson finds Morant, lets it go from the wing. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Woo-wee! Big finish, big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
From deep, Morant. The long distance three is buried. Morant's got 18 points in just the second half. Westbrook, the pass to George. Morris, a screen on Bane. Back to George. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Bane, no good.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Morant against George. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. For Memphis, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Oh, George with a steal. Leonard with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Shot by Leonard, no good. Memphis has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. And here's Morant outside. Back to Jackson. Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Zubac with the steal. Here's Leonard. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he'll sit the rest of this one out. Williams is checked in for Memphis.
Well, Kawhi has always been an elite defender, but he's become just as fearsome on the offensive end. You can tell he never stops working on his game.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. George passes to Zubac. Zubac, screen. Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Morris. Out to Leonard. Takes a three. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Clippers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And what a huge performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm. And that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Payne, the pass to Adams. Back to Payne, looking to end the run. Leonard pulls down the board.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Now here's Adams. Launches a three. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Jones against George. Over to the left wing. Pass to Westbrook. Leonard outside. From deep. It's not going to go for him. So no problem for the Clippers as they rally. Thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
I smack clowns with mad style.
get up and down and push it, I think it's going to be one of those windshield wiper games. So a bunch of guys could get some action tonight.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is... that was something to see.
My goodness.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Edwards against Bane. The rebound by Steven Adams.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Edwards against Bane. Out to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards passes to Towns. Lays it up off the glass.
Excellent job by Towns to stick with it. He didn't let the defender get to him there.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Morant against Gobert.
And what defense there from Gobert, putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Morant with the bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
A rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards dishes to Conley. The pass to Edwards. Back to Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Stolen away. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
Here's Towns. Gobert trying to get open. And the dunk by Towns.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Jackson has the open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
And Bane pulls it down.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Here's Morant. Oh, my, what a play.
Man, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Shoots from the baseline, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Memphis leading by 6. Craig, everything they're doing is working right now. That was a strong dunk.
And that's It's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Some changes for Minnesota. Prince is checked in for Towns, and it's Rivers in for Mike Conley. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
Heads up basketball, plain and simple, guys.
McDaniels passes to Prince, and it's good for two.
You know, once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
Grizzlies have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. A three from Morant. Here's Adams. On the wing, Bane. Edwards defending. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. Timberwolves trail by 5. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Edwards finds Prince. Here's McDaniels. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Here's Adams. Off target at the rim. That will count. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. And they're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
In addition to that, how about the mid-range action we've seen from this group? Utilizing the jump shot to get them started in the right manner in this one.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Prince, and it's Rivers in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Rivers kicks to Gobert. Edwards drives in.
Edwards is so physically developed already. Just brushes off the contact there. Really strong drive by Edwards.
Durant doesn't go that time. And Minnesota now the other way. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Off target with his 3. It's stolen by Gobert. Feeds to Edwards. Great D that time from Bane. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Trailing by 2. Morant with the bucket. Spark of guys playing today. Who would you put your money on to be a successful NBA coach?
You know, Kevin, the smart money is on point guards, but I think any player that's been a student of the game could be a successful coach, but point guards most likely is my answer. Chris Paul, maybe even a guy like Jalen Brunson in the future. On the front foot, attacking the defense, this is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Brooks, the shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Now here's McDaniels. He started close, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bane.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Gobert with a screen for Rivers. To the paint. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Rivers. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 points so far.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Minnesota now. They trail by 1. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And they'll get another chance. Bane finds Jackson. Morant with it. Second shot opportunity. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Out to Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Bane, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Edwards. Prince outside. Back to Edwards. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. .132 left to play here in the half. Adams outside. Outside Jackson. 14 feet away. It's stolen by Gobert. From deep, Prince. And Bane pulls it down. Bane's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jackson dishes to Morant. From the arc. Here's the 3. And it's Jaren Jackson with the 3. Jackson's got 8.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Brooks finds Morant. Jackson with the screen. And another turnover here by Memphis. Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. There's 39 seconds left here in the second. Towns, wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
You know, Towns is one of the biggest inside-outside threats in the league and shooting a great percentage from deep.
Jackson, a screen on Prince. And the rejection by Towns. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Right side, Conley. Towns against Adams. Outside, Towns. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach.
The Grizzlies, 27.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was buttered. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the 3. And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Here's Towns. Passes to Noel. Towns, a screen on Brooks. Shot clock at 5 from downtown. And they recover it. Jacks up a 3. And Michael Conley good for 3. Conley's got the lead up to 2 now for Minnesota.
Came into the NBA as an average shooter at best. Conley's worked as hard as anyone to improve his shot. Part of why he's had such a stellar career.
Morant finds Bane. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Crafty move. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Now it's a 4-point Minnesota lead. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Towns for 3. Count that one. Conley's got 7 points in the game.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
On the wing, Brooks.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
It's Edwards on the wing. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Wide open shot is on the money. And that's 13 points for Jaren Jackson.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Nice shot by Gobert. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Brooks misses. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh! How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Offensive rebound. And Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got 7 now in this quarter.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Payne finds Jackson. Looking to get back on track here. Here's Brooks. Here's Adams. Morant outside. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws a foul.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Towns. Oh!
Mercy, mercy me.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Here's Noel, and Adams sends it back. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Towns. On defense, Memphis. 9-point game. And Edwards with the stuff.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Bane passes to Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
And here's Prince outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Jackson kicks to Morant. Back to Jackson. The rebound by Prince. It's deflected. Got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Conley. Taurean Prince is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Edwards. And it's Noel in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The three from Morant. Misses off the right iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker comes in for Michael Conley. Here's Alexander Walker. Shot by McDaniels, no good. It's tipped and stolen by Prince. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Morant, that's for 2, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Minnesota leading by 10. It's Prince on the wing. Another miss by Minnesota. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Pass to Alexander Walker. This is to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression. And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
For 3, Edwards. And finished off by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Adams. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And Adams, no good on that one. Timberwolves leading by 10. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting pocket.
Morant passes to Adams. Out to Brooks. Payne for 3. The shot will not fall. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Alexander Walker passes to McDaniels, and that one is good.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Prince finds McDaniel. Shoots the 3. Prince misses.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. Edwards looking it over. The pass to Alexander Walker. Ball's knocked loose. Morant with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. It's Prince on the wing. Out to Edwards. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
Little to no chance they're able to overcome this deficit. Going to be a good victory for the Timberwolves.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rudy Gobert.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
The Timberwolves shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Stolen by Brooks. Morant right side. And the dunk by Jackson.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Edwards finds McDaniel. Back to Edwards. Prince with a screen on Brooks. And here's Edwards from the arc. And here's Prince outside. Just 4 to shoot.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
For 3, Edwards. A putback. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Second chance shot.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Eve, David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
Now here's George. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels covering. Goes up at the elbow. And the officials call goaltending. So they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Poke loose. And stolen by Leonard. Pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. To the paint. Zubac's shot is off. Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Westbrook, the pass to Morris. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The ball's knocked loose. George with a steal.
Timberwolves foul. Jaden McDaniels. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Westbrook. Zubac with a screen on Conley. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Outside McDaniels. Lets it go. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The three, Conley. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. The Clippers have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, BA, when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year. Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his third All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Towns for three. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Towns has got 8.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has that face-up three-point shot definitely in the offensive arsenal. You better put a hand up.
That shot wide open. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, BA, because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the second time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Here's George after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Here's Morris. Misses off the left iron.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Pass to Towns. That one's good. This game is all even. 10 points for him.
Well, we know how capable and consistent Karl Anthony Towns can be when he gets this kind of inside position.
George passes to Morris. And it's all from three-point range.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Edwards. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Leonard for 3. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. It's stolen by Leonard. 4-3. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Gobert against Morris. Gobert with the bucket. Gobert's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here. That was close. And indeed,
The previous play is under review.
to be certain, he beat the buzzer.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, it's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard, the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the 1.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
George finds Morris. Deflected by Gobert.
This guy is an absolute menace and force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says, no, sir.
The Clippers trail. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Brent is checked in for Minnesota. Alexander Walker comes in for Mike Conley. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards got 5 now.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
George passes to Leonard. Offline with a 3. Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive, a defensive force as we have seen.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
The Clippers have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Morris sets a screen. The 3 ball. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Prince. Here's Towns. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Morris.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. A shot from the mid-range. 5 on the clock. From the top of the key, here's Alexander Walker. Deflected. Tipped. Down low. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
You can see the wide variety of ways that Karl Anthony Towns can put points on the board. There isn't an aspect of the offensive end of the floor that he doesn't do well.
Here's Batum. And that one's good.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Edwards. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
That free throw good from Gordon. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And here's Batum. Gordon outside. Back to Batum. Here's Highland. 6 to shoot. The 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
He hits the second from the line.
Taking 3 shots.
And he makes all 3. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Minneapolis. Here's Alexander Walker. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Here's Alexander Walker. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first half. And Powell with the stuff.
This, to me, is where he can be lethal. In fast break situation, Norman Powell's speed's a problem.
Towns with the ball. 16 points for him. McDaniels a screen. Will it go? Double team on Towns. Doesn't go for him. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. The Clippers in the lead. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Powell's shot is off. The Timberwolves shooting at a 43% clip during the second. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Alexander Walker. And too long on the shot.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Powell, that's good. Now it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
This guy is always shot ready. Norman Powell's instincts as a scorer are exceptional.
Shot is good by Edwards.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Highland. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Powell with a steal. And so that brings the first half to a close.
With the score, your Minnesota Timberwolves, 31. The Clippers, 38.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Batum. Pass to Highland. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple. He's got 16.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Edwards with it. To the middle. And it's Towns with the power finish.
That's a message by Karl Anthony Towns. Throws it down with authority.
Pass to Plumlee. Batum outside. There's the 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
First team foul.
Here's Edwards. He has 7. McDaniels inside, working on Powell, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
That one's no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Powell outside. Back to Gordon. Pass to Plumlee. Out to Gordon. 4 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. And no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's foul number 2 for him.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
McDaniels. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Towns. The baseline J is on the way. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. Westbrook, the pass to George. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game. Now here's Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Zubac with the steal. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Leonard for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Here's Brent. Leonard defending. Pass to Alexander Walker. Lets it go from deep. Back to Edwards. Here's Prince. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Morris, a screen on McDaniels. Back to Leonard. Oh, he misses the easy stuff. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Prince. Conley's checked in for Alexander Walker. There's 1:17 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Inside, here's Prince. It's blocked. George outside. Knocks it down from distance. George has got 9.
Gorgeous. That pull-up jumper is simply gorgeous. Paul George rises above everyone.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And they're running. Leonard for 3. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game. Pass to Prince. Here's McDaniels. Westbrook with the rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 20-5 run. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Westbrook outside. Here's George. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Prince. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And so it's Los Angeles with a commanding 22-point lead going in. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Timberwolves shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Here we go. Oh, from deep. Buries it from 3. Westbrook's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
To the paint. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, fast off his feet and up at the rim in a hurry. Taurean Prince with an easy one.
Morris outside. Pass to George. There's the triple. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Edwards. Fires it. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
George passes to Westbrook. Morris on the wing. And here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. Prince. Off target from 3-point range. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. From deep 3-point range, Morris can't hit. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Now Zubac. Westbrook outside. Zubac with a screen on McDaniels. Clock at 6. They grab their own miss. Leonard finds some space. The kick out to Morris. Drops in the 3.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the 3-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. For Los Angeles, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. And stolen by Leonard. From deep. That one's good from Morris. On the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, this is one aspect of his game where Kawhi Leonard has come such a long way. The ability to make guys around him better with his passing.
Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 14-4 run. Westbrook outside. Morris passes to George. Back to Morris. It's tipped. George outside. There's a minute 26 left in the fourth. Leonard up top. The shot. And Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Clippers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kawhi Leonard.
And his activity level on defense, self-evident, racking up steals, deflections. I mean, he was a handful tonight.
George for 3. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yet another steal from him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
From deep, Conley. The shot no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. Leonard for 3. The kick out to Morris. Westbrook outside. Clock at 4. Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And here's Conley. From deep three-point range. Offline. So no problem for the Clippers as they... All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Dort.
Smack clowns with mad style.
these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris. Oh my goodness, what a play!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steven Adams picks one up. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Inside, Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
On the wing, Morris lets the three fly. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morant with a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Morris with a screen on Morant. George finds Morris. And here's Leonard from three. Offensive rebound. George passes to Morris. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Just 5 on the clock. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. Sinks the triple. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
And you have to get out on Leonard. His three-point shot is lethal.
Traps in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Inside, on the wing, George. From past the arc, sinks the three-pointer. George has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Clippers.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Brooks, that's a two-pointer, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And it's George finishing it off.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
Down low, Adams. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers leading by 7. Leonard dishes to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. Takes the three. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. 8 points for him.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
And then Morant slams it in.
This is what teams try to do with Morant. Get physical, make it difficult, but he just continues to figure it out.
No problems knocking that one down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Nobody near George. And another three for the Clippers.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Morris with the bucket.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And again, Memphis no good. Los Angeles leading by 17. George with the ball. Now defended by Bain.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And then Morant slams it in.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
And George kicks to Morris. To the inside. Outside Leonard. All sorts of time. Kept alive. Out to Morris. Launches it. Hands it from downtown. Morris has got 9.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Payne finds Jackson. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. A 3 from Leonard. Zubac the pass to George. Takes a 3. It's not going to go for him. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles. The Grizzlies trail by 18. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. The 3 from Leonard. The kick out to Westbrook. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson from long range. It's stolen by Morris. George with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Morris with the bucket.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Bane inside the three-point line. And the pass to Morant. On the wing, Jackson. Over Morris. Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats a Zubac.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Leonard with no one around. Connects from three-point range. He's got 14.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
Morris, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jackson, and the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea. And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Westbrook. Out to Morris. Wide open look. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Morris has got 13. One of your trademarks, Richard, was athleticism. From the days we first saw you at Arizona, and we're seeing teams really place, right now, a premium in today's NBA on that athleticism factor.
Yes, when you talk about positionless basketball, then you typically go to the guys that can do it all, and those are the wing players. They can guard smalls, they can guard bigs, they can do a little bit of everything, and that's why teams are looking for them.
Shot clock at 6. And then Morant slams it in.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Morris with a screen on Bane. And here's George for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. Outside Leonard. The 3-ball. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Powell kicks to Batum. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And a high percentage look there is what Batum was after. He goes inside and makes it happen.
Morant passes to Adams, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Los Angeles leading by 21. Here's Highland. There's the drive. Batum passes to Highland. Batum a screen on Morant. 6 to shoot. And Nicholas Batum with the 3. Batum's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this is the shot Batum has down. He's confident in his long-range ability.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Plumlee sets the pick for Gordon. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Back to Powell. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. And it's Morant missing. This one for 3. Buries it from three-point range.
3 points.
6 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And there's Jackson on the assist by Morant. Jackson's got 5.
Some bigs develop range over time. Jackson, he's been dropping.
Thanks for the great interview, Dave.
22. The Clippers, 46.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Plumlee out there with Batum. And there's Gordon. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the point guard position. From deep. No good that time. And Memphis the other way now. It's Brooks on the wing. It's tipped.
And on defense, Batum uses that wingspan well, creates solid coverage.
There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Highland. Off target from outside. And here's Brooks from outside. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers leading by 22. Batum a screen on Bane. Gordon with no one around. Bangs home the trifecta. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss. Brooks, left side. Here's Adams, and finally they hit one. Adams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Gordon finds Plumlee. Back to Gordon. Here's Highland. Outside Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the triple. For Memphis, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8.
Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Highland passes to Gordon. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Down low, here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens on the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. A three from Leonard, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Payne for 3. And they get it back. Adams' shot is good.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Morris with a screen on Bane. George finds Morris. Leonard on the wing. Back to Morris. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Wow, I'll tell you, Morris is on one tonight, pumping his points in left and right.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here's George. 11 points in the game. And the 3 off target. Pass to Bane. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. A 3 from Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. The Grizzlies with another miss. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And that one's good. George.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Morant, and then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats Zubac.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
And George kicks to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. In the corner, it's Morris. A 3-pointer off the mark. And for Memphis, they're shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. They get it back. And that one's good. Morant's got 16 points.
And this is who Ja Morant is. He just doesn't quit, really getting after it on the glass.
The shot's good from Westbrook. 19 seconds left to play in the third. Morant against Leonard. Stolen by Westbrook. Fires from deep. It's George on the wing. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
I like Morant's workman-like approach on D.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. The 3 from George. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Takes it inside, and Adams with the slam.
You love the extra little things Adams can do. That time, putting the ball on the deck and making a play. Clearly a foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Clippers.
Shooting for LA.
And both free throws good for Zubac. The Grizzlies shooting 40% from the field. The 3 from Morant. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Morant's got 19 points.
With the defense geared to challenge Morant at the cup, that little stop and pop is deadly.
And here's Leonard from three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Conceding. And Morant throws it down.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
George, no good. Grizzlies have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Closer in look. Let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Now George. He kicks to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Back to George. Lets it go with a three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his third assist on the night. Morant with it. George picks him up. And it's Morant missing. Los Angeles has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Zubac. It's rebounded by Memphis. Three-pointer. Morant with another miss. The Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Westbrook kicks to Leonard. Morris with the screen for Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And we've seen Leonard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
Bain finds Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Outside, George.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. There's the triple. Outside Westbrook. Right side Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Morris with the screen for George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George.
3 points.
George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Knocks it loose. Stolen by George.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
And we can't forget about his effort on defense, specifically how many steals he was able to grab. Just an absolute pest.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Zubac a screen on Brooks. And here's Leonard from 3. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
The 3 from George. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Bain passes to Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the man. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
clowns with mad style.
With a look. Of confidence. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at point guard.
Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley. It's stolen. Edwards finds Towns. Hits the trifecta.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch.
And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And we're about a minute into the first. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
In just one college year, Jaren Jackson averaged 3 blocks a game. He has that potential at this level.
Here's Morant. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
And his efforts, well rewarded right there.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Now here's Adams. Over Edwards. Pass to Morant. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. McDaniels from long range. Kept alive by Minnesota. Towns finds McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their 2nd winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves.
Minnesota's ball.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Outside Conley. Towns for 3. From deep. Drills it from deep. McDaniels got 5 now. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Now here's McDaniels. He's got 5. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Edwards.
Oh, my goodness! That's out. And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And denied at the rim, but they call the foul. The whistle blows, and we'll see him shoot 2 from the line.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
And Morant drops them both. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Now here's Morant. Yikes, nothing but air on that one.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
1:44 left to play in the first quarter. No luck on that one. On the wing, Bane. Left side, Morant. Lets the three fly. Drains the triple. He's got 5.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Here's Gobert. That one is off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Conley with the ball, guarded by Morant. McDaniels against Brooks. Releases. And the basket by Towns. Towns has got his second basket of the night. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running. They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got 9 points.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Brooks outside. There's the drive. Back to Adams. Jackson for 3. It's blocked by Gobert.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jackson for 3. Bane, the pass to Adams. Soft touch off the glass.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Morant against Conley. Towns for 3. Conley finds Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by a... Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Anthony Edwards out there with Mike Conley. And it's Prince in at the 3. Now here's Gobert. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Yep, that one's good. Gobert's got his first points of the night. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that move, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. It's Edwards with a drive. Nice move. And Edwards slams it in.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Kept alive. Towns. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And he's able to get it back. Shot clock at 5. Prince can't hit.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Brooks against Towns. Deflects the pass. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Possibly the strongest guy in the league, Steven Adams forces defenses to be assertive with him.
He does not get the second one for Minnesota. They've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. To the middle, to the wing, right side. The 3, Conley. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
That's a signature move by Gobert. The length allows him to do what others can't.
For 3, that's good from Towns on the assist from Edwards. Edwards got his 4th assist with that last one. There's Jackson with the 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Answering back with a 3 of his own, Jackson has a calmness to his game, but he's a competitor.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Gobert. Up and over Brooks. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And now the Grizzlies on the run from deep. Morant. Minnesota with a rebound.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Memphis has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Brooks. And Gobert with a block. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And, you know, the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Now here's Bane. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And it's Morant off the drive.
I have to give major credit to the hustle of Gobert. He really goes all out on D.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And Edwards slams it in.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants, keeps the ball moving.
Bane against Edwards. Launches it. Stolen by Jackson. Up top, Morant. Looking to get it going. And then Morant with the jam.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Jackson with it. Towns covering. And then Morant with the dunk.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play. Rudy's showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Reed's checked in for Minnesota. McLaughlin comes in for Conley. Here's McLaughlin, pounded by Morant. Here's Towns. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
And it's powered home by Towns.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He put together 10. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here's Edwards. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Here's Reed. And Edwards slams it in.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
First team foul.
Here's Adams. He has 7. Pass to Jackson. Fires for 3. They get it back. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Adams. Adams has got 9.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
McDaniels against Morant. Jackson outside. The 3 from Bane. Here's Brooks. Pass to Adams. Stolen by Reed. Here's Knight, defended by Jackson. Here's Knight. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Out to the wing, and here's Morant outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Indeed. Thanks for that, Allie.
Watch how Adams puts his physique to work, grinding up the defense and finding an inside shot.
The kick out to Edwards. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. He throw good, Edwards. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. Brooks finds Morant. Now here's Adams. Reed defending. Outside Bane. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Now here's Bane. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this 3rd quarter now. To the inside. And stolen by Morant. Let's go with a 3. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Here's Knight, looking for his first basket still in this one. Pulls up. Back to Daniels. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than John Morant.
Edwards can't hit.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
It's been all Timberwolves.
And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the 1st round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
Putting that 7'4" wingspan to good use. Jaren Jackson with the easy catch and flush.
To the inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Now to the lineup for the Timberwolves. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
1:25 left in the 3rd quarter. Jackson on the wing. Outside Bane. Takes it inside, and he throws it down with one hand.
The range on Desmond Bane's stroke opens up a lot of driving avenues.
You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft.
B.A., the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. The three from Bane. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime-time stuff right there. Up top, Morant. McDaniels covering. And then Morant with the dunk.
Not want to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
McDaniels finds Reed. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Desmond Bane.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Prince has checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Outside Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Here's Adams. It'll count. And so it's Minnesota. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Here's Alexander Walker. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th quarter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Up top, Morant. Morant with the slam!
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Prince with the bucket.
That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look.
From deep, Bane. Here's Jackson. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
Giving you a lot of versatility. Jackson can really shoot from anywhere. That makes him easy to fit into your offense.
Here's Towns. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Throws it up high. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Here's Morant driving inside, and they recover it. Pass to Jackson from deep. He can't get that one to fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Memphis trailing here. From deep, Bane sinks it. What range from downtown.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Shot from the wing. No good, off the front rim. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Here's Edwards. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. On the wing, Brooks. The three. Picked it out of midair. And it's Towns penetrating. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. And now it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up steals left and right.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Gets the three ball to go.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense. With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. The Grizzlies have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Shoots, and they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Morant's got 14 points here in the second half.
Tough to shadow Morant, explosive off the dribble, but at the same time can stop on a dime.
And here's Edwards outside. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Stolen by Jackson. The jam!
Tremendous effort from Ja Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. Here's Jackson. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
The young fella, Jaren Jackson, has showed us the ability to step up and make big shots.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
50 seconds left in the game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Payne, no good. Now here's Towns. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Prince. Shot clock at 6. Back to Towns. Three-pointer. That one no good. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
I smack clowns with mad style.